So hey guys, I wanted to do a small series of updates on the stock market. Um, I'm not sure which channel this will go on, but it's gonna be under a playlist for like finance or stocks. So yeah, I have a small account on Robinhood. Um, just so you know, I'm a horrible trader. Because I was learning at the time. It's been about 3 years since I started. Started uh, in started mostly in 2021 and 20. It's been about 5 years, I guess. So yeah, my all-time is very bad, $9,000 down. See, you can see like where I discovered options and like peaked my account at 5K, and then I got too greedy, and then I went down like in 3 days, or almost in a week or so. I'm down, and then I'm here, right here, 1,500 $67. So I've learned a lot from then, and I've improved. So today I wanted to show you guys about my strategy that I'm going forward with. So I've been employing the BNF, um, contrarian trading method. If you guys look up BNF, his name is Takashi uh, Kotegawa. He is a uh, legendary day trader um, from Japan. So if you search up his name, there's a great documentary that has been done on him. Right. Um, BNF. That I recommend you guys watching, by Billionaire Bears. It's also voiced by Sora the Troll, so that's a good, like, I don't know how long is that. That's almost like a documentary. It was a pretty good one too. Um, so his method involves finding uh, high quality stocks that are on a 3 month decline, about 25%. Um, in the 3 month mark. So if you look at Apple currently, right? Um, despite this mooning that's happening because of the political climate tweets and stuff that happen, um, if you see the 3 month mark for Apple, it's down quite a bit, right? If you see the 1 month mark, it's still down quite a bit. Um, yeah, so what I saw in here was a good entry for Rebound, right? I also used AI to assist me with that. So if I do Perplexity, uh, I was able to get 1 year of Perplexity Pro with the Venmo offer, um, and it just helps me use multiple uh, LLMs, um, without depending on one too much, right? Um, so the best LLM right now is probably Gemini Pro Flash. Uh, it's as equal to the Gemini Pro 3, right? Uh, that's what they found. Like a study found that you don't need to use the highest tier of Gemini, which takes longer to come up with answers, right? If you use Gemini 3 Flash, it uses less resources, and it delivers the answers faster too. And they found that they're very equal in terms of uh, answer quality, right? So you can also turn on reasoning here, if you want that Gemini 3 Pro level, but faster. So you should go with Gemini 3. So basically, you can see that the reason why I entered Apple was because the RSI level for Apple, if you go on advanced, um, the RSI level for Apple is uh, super super oversold. It was like uh, 20.93, right? Now it rebounded, right? This rebound is what we're looking for. And I'm selling an option, right? So let's go back to my account, right? So the strategies I entered were put credit spreads for February 6th and February 13th, right? So as long as Apple stays above $250 towards expiry, excuse me, towards expiry, I will I will collect the credit um, of this strategy. So towards my first strategy, where I chose the to sell the 250. One second, let me just check. So I sold the $250 put, right? And then I bought the $245 put. And if you go on simulated returns, we're right here, correct? And the date is now right here. So I'm expecting by the 23rd, which is, let's put it at market open, 23rd, 10. I wonder why you can't do 9. No, I can't do 9. I can do 10. Yeah. So here, if I let the price stay, if the price stays at 250, whatever it's right now, by the 23rd, I will be negative $10 down, so I'll be close to profit. But let's say the price stays here by the expiry of, by February 1st or February 3rd, right? I'll be in the profit zone. But let's go with now, and then let's see where I am if the price keeps rising, right? So since the RSI is really stretched, we are expecting like a bounce of up to like 4% to 261, and that will net me like $78, right? My max profit is probably let me just get it. My max profit is 192, but for this trade I'll be collecting about 80% of that, or maybe like anywhere above 50%. That's a good best practice to do if you're selling options. So I'll collect this trade, when it hits the profit zone that I want to exit, and yeah. So right now I'm at a negative return, but I have another strategy in there as well, which is the the much nearer strategy, the February 6th expiry. Here, my max profit is I'm trying to get to the max profit, $112. So if you do $112, calculate. Yeah, I'm using Linux, so a little bit of a noob. So here, if we do $112 plus 192, I should net about $300 from this trade. I'm also in Apple shares, about 4 shares. So give or take, I will be netting about $320, $340 approximately, right? Um, the problem with the credit spreads is that you need it to be, uh, you need the theta to decay the value of those spreads to zero for you to collect the entirety of it. So if Apple can hold, you know, these highs, I should be able to end my account at approximately $1,800. Um, yeah, sorry for like the noob explanation of it. I'm also a little bit new to level 3 options, but yeah, that's basically what I did. So the reason I entered was because the RSI extreme exhaustion of the Apple's RSI, and it passed all the BNF style checks, such as it has a liquidity pool of up to in between or above uh, or in between 10 million to 100 million. Um, the panic was really high that time. The PE ratio is about 15 to 100, and also has like analyst buy rate, a buy rating on the analyst. Um, Give me one sec. I need to make sure to show you guys that. So the analyst rating for Apple is a general buy. So like buy rating is higher than the hold and sell. So those were the three conditions for me that I chose Apple. But you could say that why didn't I choose a stock like give me one second, I'm trying to load. Okay, there we go. So this golden price rebound screener that I made is actually uh, tuned towards the BNF style trading. um, I'll just make sure to go through the filters here so that you guys can do it on your own. So the average volume you just put in as 10 million to 100 million, right? Um, and then another thing you toggle is the share price. $25 to $110 is generally uh, something that BNF looks for in share prices, right? Um, and the 3 month monthly change, you got to put negative 35 to negative 20%. This is the extreme exhaustion. Above this threshold, he determined that it's not good to enter a stock that's um, like beyond this, right? Like, and I mean good stocks, like with good balance sheets. If it's breaching 35%, negative 35% to like 50%, it's like catching a falling knife. You don't want to do that. So I guess that's why he capped it there. And then my personal thing to help me find good stocks is like I usually set analyst ratings to buy, right? Is this the is this the exact criteria? No, it's not, but it's getting very close. And then your price to earnings ratio, you're looking for 15. They generally say 15 to uh, 25 or 35 max, right? But when you do that, you're kind of like limiting your trades too much. So I put it all the way to 100 because like I don't mind a stock that has more room to grow and shows up in the screener. So yeah. So with these settings, you should be able to catch a stock that will is highly likely to rebound, right? And you can see that Netflix is one of them, right? Um, so this is Netflix, right? If you go to the 3 month mark, you can see it's down like 31%. um, 1 month 9%. So this is a really good stock to definitely uh, try the BNF Rebound. I would generally stay away from options unless you're a little bit more risk tolerant, right? Generally, you would buy shares, right? If you want to at least try to learn the strategy and increase your success rate. Um, Not financial advice, by the way. But yeah, generally should be learning through stocks, like shares uh, instead of options, right? But I have a little bit more risk tolerance. So the RSI here is not that oversold. It's actually overbought. Um, so it was oversold approximately at 9 a.m. but now it's recovered. So that was um, like I said, I did not see Netflix be caught in my screener um, the the past week or so. So I was focused on Apple, but this would have been a good rebound stock, as well as the other one that showed up, um, Robinhood Markets. So let's load here. Let's check the 1 week, 1 month, and 3 month. It's pretty much steadily going down, right? Um, and on the balance sheet, the PE ratio should be profitable here. Yeah, 43 PE ratio. Um, and you can check the news on Robinhood too, like what's going on with Robinhood and stuff. Their 1 year return is really good. Um, so is their 5 year, and their max is pretty good. I think it's a fairly priced uh, stock, right? Anyways, we can go ahead and check the RSI here. It's not really in the oversold territory. It's more in the mid range. So I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't currently enter this trade. Um, if you're looking for uh, investing, like long term, yeah, Robinhood's great, Netflix great, but the for trading, your time windows are a little bit shorter because you're trying to catch these rebounds once there's extreme exhaustion, um, you know, oversold territory, and then also uh, all these criterias that are um, that are met in your screener, such as the daily volume being between 10 million, 100 million, etc., etc. Right? If you can, if you can get something within the screener that is also oversold, that's your golden opportunity to go ahead and try to get there. You can obviously take this screener and make something else out of it. Like I have a silver price rebound, which has a little bit different um, settings, uh, which I will tell you. So I think it's the average volume. I'm not sure. Actually, 1 million is fine. 3 month. No, that's the same. Market cap. Yeah, I think the market cap range is high, is all the way from 0 to 500 billion. Um, so I'm taking everything into account. I'll save the screener right there. What happens if I do mid cap? Okay, remove mid cap arm. Let's see here. Well, yeah. Anyways, that's all I wanted to show you guys. To help you probably generate something that might help you, you know, take educated uh, trades and grow your account, however small it is. Um, for now, uh, this is the longest update I've ever done. I'm hoping to basically collect the 300, and then I'm actually trying to enter back into ADA, which is the most researched cryptocurrency there is, academically at least, right? Um, Previously, I had about I think 4,078 4,478 ADA. Uh, so I'm looking to try to increase my stack after rotating from Apple. But I don't know, like if the crypto bill comes in, this ADA will moon, and I'll miss out on the small chance of getting up there. But yeah, so that's all I have for today. Hopefully you guys kind of understood my rambling. Yeah, take care.